the best feeling Canik yet. This is the newest one, the TP9 Elite Combat. The TP9 Elite Combat is the newest addition from the Turkish manufacturer Canik. This pistol expands on the compact version of the popular TP9 series pistols, leveraging a collaboration with Salient Arms. Prolific changes to the design include an extended threaded barrel and slide cuts for integration of optics. Optics are attached to the slide via the included plates specific to the thread pattern of the individual sights. For instance, an RMR would use the RMR plate. By far the most integral upgrade the Elite Combat brings to the table is the very crisp, flat-faced trigger job. While the stock Canik trigger is pretty nice, this one takes it to the next level. Continuing on, the case comes with an expansive amount of goodies, including the double retention paddle holster, which I can say is the best that has come with any of the Caniks yet. In the case is also two Mekgar magazines, one 15 and one 18, and these are based on the smaller pattern Canik mag. Well, we have a lot to get into on the range side of this video, so I'm going to direct you to our many videos on the Canik line pistols for a better look under the hood if that's what you're after. Wombat in the house.
I mean, that was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's it do on your pequeño hands there?
It fits me pretty well. I actually thought the gun looked kind of fat when I first grabbed a hold of it. But actually, since they did a pretty good job with putting some recess there for your thumb, I could still get the controls without coming out of a normal grip on the gun. I liked that. They skinnied it up on the grip, like I said, but it's still, I like guns, even though I have really small hands, fill my hand. And this definitely does that. Does a really good job there. Like I said, all the controls are accessible for me. Looks like they got just about everything on it. It's ambidextrous. Looks like you could probably flip-flop that mag release too. But you're ambidextrous here for your slide release. So that's pretty nice. I like that. The same criticism that I've had of Caniks is that their sight system, I do like the nice bright red fiber optic sight. It's real easy to pick up. But there's just a lot of daylight between your post and your front post and your rear sight. I think that kind of just makes me feel like there's a little bit more wiggle room. It's a little less precise. The trigger was good. It has a really solid reset. The only real issue I have with the trigger is just actually the shape of it being so flat, and this is totally clear. But this shape, I like something that would actually form to my finger, and the way that they did the grooves on it, actually I almost think that they should have these, instead of facing vertical with the gun, be maybe even like more horizontal, because my finger was sliding up and down on the trigger, or maybe even just checker the whole thing. But I didn't really like that straight up and down just structure and architecture on the trigger. It just kind of felt like my finger was sliding around a little bit on it. I didn't really like it. Something that had a little bit more of a curve to purchase your finger on it, I think would have been a little bit better. But as far as its function, it was actually a pretty awesome trigger. I liked it a lot. The reset was really short and positive. My follow-up shots were pretty much on target, as best as I can usually do. And so that is definitely something that I would say this trigger helped me out with it. It was pretty nice. Yeah, it's a pretty solid little piece.
Long range steel for points. Miss. Miss. Hit. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta beat 10.
Yeah, you know.
You're gonna count for me?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oop, that was me.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tied at 10. That's bullshit.
Hey, that's a nice hoodie, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, buddy. Actually, that sounds pretty good, I have to say. Optimus doing all right on there. Now check the can. Did it move? Oh yeah.
It's got a little play in it.
Yep, that was to be expected. And this, guys, is why you do not thread your guns. If you're sending it to America, it has to have a 1/2x28 mount on it. And the reason why that is like, if you look at this can, there are 3 components here that have to be. So there's an interface between the barrel and the piston, and then there's the piston retainer right here, and then the blast chamber to tube. All 3 of those are right-hand thread. Well, excuse me, 2 of those are right-hand thread. This has to be a left-hand thread because we have 13, or we have the European thread on there. And what that results in is that we can't get the rest of the assembly tight if we tighten that, if we torque that down. So whenever we try to adjust the torque on this thing by doing this, go ahead and torque it like you would normally torque. See that? You end up busting it loose.
Counterintuitive.
Yes. So what I want to do now is I want to take this, because it is threaded, I want to take this, I'm going to go shoot it on paper to see if we can get an idea of what that does to accuracy. Okay, so now we're going to do accuracy with the can on there, just to see if that unthreading gives us any kind of issue. I'm projecting that it will, but here we go. So we're just going to do 1 magazine, see how she goes. And begin. Okay, let's walk into this target. Let's take a look. So you can see, yeah, the main cluster being like right here. All right, so these are like the first 5. Okay, maybe even a 6th one in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. Did we miss some? Did we have enough point of impact to miss on some of those flyers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't see 2 of them, and I don't really see any doubles. Do you?
No.
No. Okay, but anyway, what that means is that when this can rotates, it is rotating around, and all the gases inside are imparting different vectors of force, and that's okay as long as the can is in the same spot. But when you have it moving around, because the thread pitch is the wrong pitch, because you can't get the can tight, once it's loose, and you're pretty much done for the day. So while the left-hand thread pitch is a thing, that's one of the main gripes that I have, because I'm kind of a suppressor snob, that it's got a left-hand thread pitch on it. I can kind of look past that a little bit, because this is an imported gun. This is a foreign manufactured gun. They may not know that American silencers predominantly come in 9mm They come in 1/2x28 threading, which is a right-handed thread. If you're shipping a gun that's got a threaded barrel, it has to be 1/2x28 if it's 9mm. It's just the way it is. Metric thread is dead. Don't ship it to America. But the one thing I do want to point out is that this is a Salient collab. So you'll notice, and obviously this is, you can see through it there. So what we're going to do, drop the slide, drop the hammer, gun is safe. This gun does not have raised suppressor sights on it. You see that? That front sight is occluded by the tube of the can. And that is easily fixed by putting higher sights on it, suppressor height sights. And if this gun was truly designed to be suppressed, I would think that Salient would know better, or at least they should know better, because they've been in this game a while as far as this kind of race gun setup is concerned. So I'm kind of a little bit disappointed that that wasn't remediated, or to some degree, by them. So, but anyway, that is what it is. That's what it comes with. And I know that sights are also a point of contention. I am not a fiber optic fan, and when this gun says Elite Combat on it, I think that this thing should have some kind of tritium night sight on it. That's my opinion. Your mileage may vary, but let's go ahead and rip this can off and pump some more rounds through the sucker.
So I like that trigger.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So far we've seen that just about everybody likes that trigger.
Yeah. It's definitely nice. I like the fact that it comes with a flared magwell too.
Oh yeah.
Plus this +3 base plate that comes factory with it. That's pretty nice.
So factory normal mags for that size of Canik is 15.
Yep.
And they gave you a +3 on that, so that's cool. Which brings it to the normal capacity of a standard Canik mag, which I don't know why they just didn't give you a standard Canik mag, but we'll not go there. After further inspection, following our little stunt there on the range, the can has sustained some damage. This is an unfortunate hazard of pushing the envelope during testing, and this is done so that you guys don't have to. So as you can see, the first two baffles have sustained some damage, and this is precisely why we suggest that when shopping for a can, you look at the manufacturer's warranty. Luckily for us, Griffin has a great warranty, and by the time you're seeing this video, my can is probably already back from repair. Gloves are off because I can't feel my fingers, and I'm having a hard time kind of fingering this this trigger a little bit. So you guys have seen it thus far, the Canik TP9 Elite Combat. The only way that we can wrap up a video here at the VSO Gun Channel is with a dynamic running gun, and I am gonna say that we are well over our 1,000 rounds on this guy, and we're still chasing that single malfunction. We haven't had it yet, so maybe we'll get lucky, and in these runs we'll get it. I'm running with a downloaded magazine here, force that tactical reload. We're gonna do 2 hits on all the targets. Go ahead, give me a mark.
Good.
Is that a hit?
Nope.
It was.
Hit. This guy.
This poor hostage. Oh my gosh. Got stuck in the hole in my pocket. Come on. Got it. Okay. There you have it, boys and girls. So, the Canik TP9 Elite Combat. Now, I think I've said this in the video before. I'm most disappointed in the sights here. If this is branded as an elite combat gun, then we should have some kind of not gamesman sights on here. And I get it. This looks like it's a Salient Sight. I'll get a close one in there if you guys can't see that. I'm assuming that these are matching front and rear. I can't be sure though, because remember, the last couple Caniks that have come here have had that goofy fiber optic sight on the front. Other than that, as we can see, gun shoot's good, but you'll notice that there are a few where I would miss a few in the row, and that is me not properly perceiving the sight, because we got a thin little tiny blade up there up front and a big notch in the back, and what that allows you to do is pick up that fiber optic and not have it properly aligned with the rear sight. But other than that, phenomenal pistol. I mean, the trigger's awesome. I really wish, I'll have to check in on this. I hope that they're selling these separately, because I would like the rest of my Caniks to have that flared magwell thing there. This does two things. One, it keeps, it makes the insertion really quick, but then it also keeps all your meat out of the way. So when you insert that, it's an extended magazine, but the flush fits aren't gonna bite you there when they're going in there. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, guys, not a single malfunction and a couple, you know, over 1,000 rounds. I mean, how can you argue? Hey, I think that this is a fairly decent pistol coming to us in the Canik TP9 Elite Combat. Just a few things that should probably be mitigated to make this thing an awesome pistol. Thanks for watching the VSO Gun Channel. I hope you guys had a good time watching this video with all of our snafus and screw-ups, but hopefully we'll see you guys here on a future video. Here.
There's this thing.
No, I want this.
I don't want this. I want you to take this so I don't walk off with it.
Okay, yeah. I'll take it. Give me the mag, because you will walk off.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying.
We've been through this before, if you can't tell.
I'm like, so where were you standing? Canik mags don't fit my Beretta.
Where were you standing?
I was a step back from there.
Okay. I think you're lying. Oh no, I can see your boot impressions. Okay, here we go.
You're gonna get trolled on the internet like last time when I did.
Oh yeah?
Talking about wearing a pink shirt when it was red. It was clearly red.
Yeah, well,
it hurt my feelings, it did.
I'm gonna say, that poor hostage.
Feel bad for him. Oh,
miss?
It's FTE. So it's tactical. And it has an RMR cut. We don't have screws for an RMR, yeah, but it's got a cut on it.
We need to paint that target, man. Is there even a target there? Yeah, there's a target there. And glove. Forgot to take it out of my mouth. Look at that. One round left.
Tactical reload.
Whether you're susceptible to any diseases, maybe I get you a pizza, maybe I punch it through your head. Dudes, how can I forget? It's out of the box. Ha ha ha!